Alright, Kalalau Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, salute to you brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. This is another video for the end times that we're in. I'm pretty much, I'm gonna go into this video, just checking some, implant information with the brain chip and all that. So what I wanted to do here is, I'm gonna go into this clip and just talk about it. This news report. It's 3 months ago. But we're gonna play it and we're gonna break it down. I'll just talk on it because this is where things are at here with all this stuff with Elon Musk. Which I don't like mentioning his name, but he's just somebody that has got his name attached to this stuff, right now. But let's play this.
Independently on their digital devices, using only their thoughts. We spoke with Synchron's founding CEO Tom Oxley and pioneering patient Mark, who is featured in the demo. Communicate. This brain implant is now powered in part by ChatGPT. It's designed to help people living with paralysis communicate faster, easier, and more independently on their digital devices.
I'm gonna pause it there. By the way, the scriptures clearly says that he's gonna cause all great and small. Which let's read it. And then we're going to go back to that. Let's read it. Revelations 13:16. And he calls it for both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? And isn't that what he's doing? Yeah, and this is going to be something. That's going to be something that you can't even use the system without. And all that ties into the stuff that they're doing with all this stuff to do with your global warming, and then all the different things that they use, like carbon tax, your global warming issues, your economy, I can't remember what you call it. So this is what they're doing. So that's why they got smart cities, technology, AI, and stuff that they're pushing to say, well, we need a new system because there's pollutions everywhere, which they're the ones polluting the world at the end of the day. And the scripture says that. Let's play, because I want to. Matter of fact, you got the plastic man. Let's put him in. So 1 sec. Let's put him in. What's his name is? Yeah. He's into this, he's an explorer, and he's all about, he goes around talking about plastic in the oceans and all that. Top elite on this side, the plastic Jesus himself, the ones in charge out here. Now, they push the whole plastic pollution thing, but that's because they're the ones creating it. It's called, they create the issue, and they come with the resolution, and that's what's going on, and that's what is happening. The scripture says the earth is. Let me get this. Let's get this. Then I'm gonna play it because I know we're gonna play it. Give me a second, yeah. Let's get this. Isaiah. It's 24. Isaiah 24:4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant. Yeah, the rulers of this planet, like it says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They're the ones who have jacked up planet Earth, bro. It's them. The ones in charge. Who are in charge? The hidden hand, the Illuminati. And he's got to face to being a solution of that problem. So the serpents, one breath they're going, yeah, well, you know, we've got to solve this. Well, they've polluted it, and then they're going, we've got to solve it. Now, part of that solution, right? Part of that solution, right, what we're going to show you, yeah. Right, let's get this. Is this technology. Part of those solutions is the tech. Let's play this. So we're going to play this and line it up, because when you see the bigger picture, it lines up with all the videos that we do. 15-minute cities, smart cities, smart grids. How you going to have a smart city and people ain't hooked up to that via the chip and all that? So let's play this.
Using only their thoughts. We spoke with Synchron's founding CEO Tom Oxley and pioneering patient Mark, who is featured in the demo video, to find out what it's like to use, where the integration of AI and brain implants may be headed, and what comes next.
It's an amazing realization that the mind can do what we're doing with it. Probably the coolest thing I've ever been involved with.
Mark is one of only 10 people in the world who have been implanted with Synchron's brain-computer interface, BCI for short, as part of the company's clinical trials.
I'm an ALS patient currently. I was diagnosed in 2021. The use of my hands is almost gone.
Synchron's BCI is designed to make it easier for people like Mark to continue using their phones, computers, and other devices independently by connecting those devices directly to their brains.
I can talk to you with my thoughts.
The addition of AI is seen as a way to make communication through these devices faster by taking in the relevant context, like what was last said in a conversation, and anticipating answers a person might want to respond with.
Rather than typing out individual words, it will give me options for parts of sentences, and with one click, I've got all that filled in.
Mark has a refresh button he can use if he doesn't like his AI answers, and he's noticed that through using the AI, it seems to have gotten better at providing options more in line with things he might say.
Every once in a while, it'll drop an F-bomb, which I kind of tend to do occasionally, so...
Synchron's CEO Tom Oxley tells me the company has been experimenting with different AI models for about a year, but the release of ChatGPT 4.0 in May raised some interesting new possibilities.
So this aspect and that of what we're analysing here is part of the miracles of how they're going to get everybody to accept these brain chips. You know what I'm saying? So, so this is ushering it in. You know, this is how they, if you just look at it right now, people are looking at this and, you know, it's zombies anyway. The zombie bots are going to be looking at this and going, well, look at what we've achieved. We've made people that can't talk. We've made them be able to talk. You know, people that can't walk, we've made them be able to walk with these chips. Via the chip and, you know, how it interacts with the mind and all that. But one thing you got, and another side of this is that, you know, it's AI and all that, man. They show you in all these crazy ass films that the sinister part of the AI is that really you be being controlled. Then they say the AIs do what they want and then they go mad and go against humans and stuff like that. And that Elon dude has joked about that himself. He's joked about that on a couple of occasions actually. So, this is what it is. You know, this is where things are at here. You got the movie I, Robot. You got a couple of those mad, crazy films. That's one of the first one that pops in my head. And you had a show called Humans, and that was about that. which when they made it into another franchise, there was a Jake, and they kind of made it about Jakes. But this is part of it, because the other side of this chip is to get it linked up with the economy, to get it linked up with money, the money system. That's where the control is. Let's read that, because that's how you do it. That's just how. That's this. Someone could say, oh, well, he can't walk his gully, but that's not getting everyone in. That's introducing you to it. So you're thinking this is look how amazing it is, but they're gonna get it to the point where, which, like I said, which I can bring in other models. They've got remember, they've got different schemes and plans, plots, and devices of the wicked that they're gonna use to try and usher this in. Revelation 13 and 17. So we read 16 for, and it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. Right, so buying and selling, yeah. It's gonna come to a point, and we're in that time. We're in that fucking time, all right. It's gonna come to a point where they're gonna be like, well, you wanna go and make a transaction. You can't make that transaction because you ain't got this brain chip. You ain't got that chip in any of your hands. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you look at a lot of these supermarkets and stores and stuff like that, they've got stores like that, RFID stores, where it's either you go in with a basket, put all the items in a basket, and it just scans it out as one, and it just goes automatic. Or you got shops with no people in them, and there's no one in the shop. And you go in the shop, and they don't need people because of this technology. I have to go back and check out how that works, but it's all RFID related for this system here. Because that's where they're doing away with cash, doing away with bank branches, doing away with everything's going online, everything's your phone interface. Everything people do by their phone, order taxis, order food to their house, pay bills, everything. You can sit in your house and use the phone. So that phone, if that's how things are going, bank branches are closing down, cash is being done away with. Cashless, they always talk about. Every day there's a news report on cashless, or this cashless, this and that. So what they're doing here is setting this thing up for that digital system, man. Which is all biblical, which is all end times, because remember, after that, America's going to be destroyed. Let's get this. The scripture says Babylon who ought to be destroyed. Let's get that. Which is America, by the way. Okay, Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast saved us. Alright. So it's inevitable for the destruction of America, of Babylon the Great. Let's see if I got it. Okay, I've got something here and that to take place. But complete nuclear proliferation. Scripture says, burned with fire. It says, even the scripture says the rest. There's going to be the lake of fire is what you're going to see. America on fire from the thermonuclear missiles. There's going to be a World War III. America, Russia, China, the Axis powers are going to go at it in the Third World War. Now, if you're not teaching that, like you got maniacs out there that are butchering scriptures and stuff like that, you got issues, man. Because you got to see the vision. If you can't see the vision, there's something wrong with it. You're bogged out. So that's how this thing ends here. Let's go back here. Let's play some more of this.
OpenAI showed a man that was vision impaired using the system to navigate around a road.
It's heading your way on the left side of the road. Get ready to wave it down.
You could use audio and visual and text, and they can receive them all at once to present to you what's the next thing that you want to do. And I'm predicting it's this based upon the information, because I could hear what your partner was just saying. I saw the text message just come in, and then the BCI navigates around the prompts and then chooses which prompt for the next move.
You gotta understand what's going on, man. I did a video on the other channel where at the WEF and who they called it the information age. I might do another video on that on this channel, just to show you what's going on here, because that's what's going on here. They called it the digital age or something like that. And, you know, I'll have to get the thing back up there, but that's what you know, we're entering a new phase, a new age. You know, in the scriptures it mentions, you know, stuff like that. But even like you got different words for world. You got Ian and all that. So pretty much, yeah. There's a lot going on with all of this stuff here, and we've just gotta watch what they're gonna do next, how they're gonna push it, because they are gonna push it on everybody. That's part of your Jacob's trouble, and that's part, you know, that show and the test for everybody, because you know, your faith's gonna be tested, yeah. All right. As the Roman soldiers of Babylon come down, your faith's going to be tested. Let's go.
Says that the ChatGPT integration only required a software update for Synchron, so there's no need to change the hardware or get new implants.
We're trying to bring all of the inferencing and compute out of the body so that we can continue to offer upgrades.
Oxley also says the company isn't tied down to any particular large language model. In the fast-moving field of AI, the systems that best serve the needs of their patients is what Synchron will adopt.
We want to enable our users to engage in natural speeds of conversations. Often people who have disability or motor impairment are left behind. We want to bring them back into the conversation using digital means.
Stare at it and think about moving for a long time, and it'll start zooming in. Yeah, and release. So you've made a click, your first click with your brain.
Synchron's BCI is implanted inside a blood vessel near the brain's motor cortex, the part of our brain that controls our movements. In order to make a click or a selection with the Synchron BCI, users think about moving, and the BCI interprets those thoughts and transmits them wirelessly to take the desired action on the user's device. What the fun fact, Synchron's BCI is unique in that it's based on pre-existing medical technology.
So, you know, pretty much they're promoting this big time, which is one of the miracles, right? Let's read this. Let's read this. Actually, let me type it in. See what we get up. See, the Lord did miracles on the right hand side, and the Lord, yeah, the Most High give them technology. For the spirits of devils. Let's get this one. Revelation 13:14, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And that's part of that. This is saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the women by sword and did live in base. And this system, you know, a lot of you are worshipping this system. You this Roman system set up here. You're all involved in this chip and these AI. You know, all these different things that we're talking about here. AI, the RFID, all linked, and a lot of you are all caught up into it. A lot of you are going to get chipped because they're going to push different avenues, whether it's outbreaks, pestilences, control, you know, and security, you know, payments, updates, all this stuff, every aspect of it, your medical. Then they're going to go, which you got to be careful of using that word when you're doing a video like this. But that's what they're going to do. They're pushing it, and pretty much that's the truth. So, you know, where do you stand? You know, because a lot of you that meet, like we said right now, I mean, a lot of these nations, they're getting it already. People already got it. They're getting these different things, putting them. But we're saying they're going to push it on a mass level worldwide. Look at, you know, China's into the technology as well. China is into technology. Everybody out here is into this tech. Yeah, like certain countries and that are pushing it more than others at this moment and stage. But it's all going on. It's all the where we're heading with things.
Technologies like stents and catheters, allowing it to be inserted into the brain without the need for open brain surgery.
Imagine having to ask someone to pick up your phone to write a message or do something. You're always having to go through the lens of another person. One of the big goals is to be able to utilize the technology on their own.
So the scripture says never trust thine enemy, right? Because trusting your enemy is going to get you fucking chipped, and it's going to get you controlled. There was a thing that was going, which I don't want to get up, because Ecclesiasticus 12:10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So there was a thing that was going around, and it was tracked and traced. Well, see, even that can get you flagged up, but fuck it, you know. You know, that was something going on around. That was the words that they were using, you know, for these things. So when you got it, when you get that, you're tracked and you're traced. Just like they got this whole thing in the UK, Big Brother is watching you and all this. You know, it's a thing that they got going on. You know, I don't even need to get it. But, you know, that's what you'll see on the signs and all of that. Big Brother is watching you. It's crazy.
I would encourage anybody who sees this video that may be in a similar situation where they are paralyzed or can't use their arms. There's hope coming.
Synchron's BCI is expected to cost between $50,000 to $100,000. That's comparable with the cost of other implanted devices like cardiac pacemakers or cochlear implants. There haven't yet been any implantable brain-computer interfaces that have earned market approval from the FDA, something Synchron hopes to change. While the process may take several more years, Synchron Stentrode BCI is already making an impact.
I wake up with two choices in the morning. I can wallow in self-pity because of my situation, or I can do something about it. Not going to be a cure, but whatever I can do to help others, I think that's why we're here.
To see a video of Synchron's implant process and how it gets into the brain without open brain surgery.
The fucking FDA and all that. But anyway, you know what? Let me get that point again. I did a video on that where there was this representative black woman, and they were getting on board.
Any implantable brain-computer interfaces that have earned market approval from the FDA, something Synchron hopes.
There you go. They're saying it's in approval because it's coming through his legislation, through his system, isn't it? You know, that is the given, and they keep mentioning that, but that's just a given, isn't it? Because people are getting these things in them anyway. That's what's going on. It's not illegal. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're pushing. So this is what you got to understand is it's a bigger picture here. This is all going back to the Illuminati pushing this. The Illuminati are pushing this, yeah, and that's what's happening here. So you're gonna see more of this going on out here. You're gonna see more of this popping up. You know, so we're gonna keep our eyes out. We're gonna do videos on it and sound the alarm on this. What's going on here? So you know what, I'm gonna close this one out. I'm gonna do another video and I'm gonna say shalom.